Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the US-Thai Treaty of Amity. For those who are unaware, the United States and Thailand have a bilateral treaty between those two nations which permits the nationals from either nation who wish to do business in either nation to be granted what would be called national treatment. So to just be treated the same way as the natives of that country, or as the citizenry, if you will, of that country, to be treated the same way for business purposes. So this provides major comparative benefits to Americans looking to do business here in Thailand, insofar as they can set up their company and get it certified under the Amity Treaty, and then Americans can own their company 100%. So that's a major benefit that can be garnered to basically any American looking to do business here. Why are we talking about Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday? Well, in the past couple of weeks, especially since the joint communique between the United States and Thailand regarding the overall relationship, a lot of people have asked me, how would you sort of sum up the the American-Thai relationship? And my best answer, candidly, has always been, it's kind of like Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. And I'm not saying either country is either one of those characterizations exclusively. Depending on circumstances, it just always kind of seems like Thailand and the United States kind of have this Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp relationship, where on a certain level it's a little bit inexplicable insofar as the two countries have pretty substantially different overall systems, legal systems, political systems, but they're still both free countries. And then meanwhile, both countries are in very different parts of the world and pursue very different policies from time to time. But for whatever reason, I just think that the relationship, first off, it's, America's oldest ally in the Pacific is Thailand. And, that's covering a lot of ground. There's been a lot of time that's gone by, and, Thailand has had her interests at times, America's had her interests at times. Sometimes they weren't quite in line with each other's interests, but they kind of always just got along. There's a great line in the film Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner, and I believe Dennis Quaid played Doc Holliday, where Doc Holliday looks up at Wyatt Earp and he just says, look, I know sometimes it isn't easy being my friend, because Wyatt Earp was a little bit of he was kind of a wild guy. Or excuse me, Doc Holliday was kind of a wild guy, but Doc Holliday looks at Wyatt Earp and he says, look, I know sometimes it isn't easy being my friend, but I'll be there when you need me. And I've always kind of thought that line kind of summed things up to one degree or another with respect to how Thailand and the United States kind of operate in terms of their relationship. And it's really kind of worked. And with respect to doing business out here, the US-Thai Treaty of Amity remains a major benefit for folks looking to do business here in the Kingdom of Thailand.